EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. To throw is Milton. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
This is Brown going up the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Chargers at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Brown will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Lawrence now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now Lawrence to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to... Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. Down the left sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. They go play action with Lawrence. Steps away. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 45 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On play action, Lawrence rolling to his right. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a 2nd and 10. Handing it off to Brown. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They give it to Brown. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw, it's Milton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing is Milton. And his throw here is incomplete.
defense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Now Milton. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. A good pickup there at 22.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and it really...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Milton. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here's Milton now to throw. He's got room to roam. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Here's a give to Brown. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Milton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They try and run forward here with Brown. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Chase Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point try now from Dicker. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Lawrence will throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And to throw again is Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
He'll get this off to ETN. He's into space past the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, so much for being backed up against the goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
To throw is Milton. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's caught. Mitchell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he gets it down to the 32. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Milton working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Milton. This will be caught once again by Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Operating from the gun, Milton. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment.
The Chargers on 3rd down can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Come on.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
He gets it to Johnston.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Quentin Johnston,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to leave.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Play action. It's Lawrence. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw, it's Milton. Short throw to Disley. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action now. Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, 44 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but a clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 4. Throwing is Milton.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston.
And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one.